Share these links around and we'll get going. Alright, so time to share this around. Look, got anyone in here yet? No one yet. Okay, cool. So let me put this around a little bit more here, just a couple more spots. And we'll get going. Alrighty, guys. Oh, what we got here? Thread and Valiant. Do you have any strong feelings on Reaping the Graves? I haven't really tried it, so I don't know. You did, Aaron. There's some Pauper happening here. Some Pauper. So, Reaping the Graves. I think it's a good way to do things. I just haven't tried it yet. There's a lot of things I haven't tried. So basically what I've been doing as far as Boros goes is I basically took one of Methonical's lists from, like, I don't know, months ago. This is kind of like how I put this together. And I looked at some lists that were being run on like MTG Goldfish and kind of tweaked it a little bit based on what I was seeing. So this is kind of what it's come out to be. There's certain things I like, certain things I don't like. One thing I've actually been a really big fan of is I've actually really been enjoying Sense Enlistment. So, I think it's going to be really cool to see how that, continues to do here. We'll see what happens. I'm curious if they gave me my Prestige avatar for Dominaria yet. Looks like they have not, and I may need to ping someone about that. Not that I think it's going to change anytime soon, but it's annoying to me. So, without further ado, because I'm also going to put this on YouTube afterwards. That's why I am not running any music or anything today. Ready to get going. I just play some Boros. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of Sense Enlistment. I think it gives a little extra reach to the deck. I think it's just fantastic, honestly. Nee, thanks for the follow. What's up, girl? How's it going? Yeah, no, Sense Enlistment is great like that, because you can just toss extra lands if you have them. Just a good old mana sink. Always a fan about that. Oh, boy. Taking a little bit to find an opponent here. No, shoot. 0 does not equal 1. Gonna fall asleep to the stream? Nice. How's Sacramento? I believe it. Alright, so we got a match. Let's see how this goes. For the record, Boros could take a while to play, and it's a little bit dull, so I'm going to be trying to keep going, trying to keep talking a little bit more, and we'll just kind of see how this goes. DMAT, I don't know them. We'll see how this goes. But this is a solid starting hand. For some reason, I'm not used to seeing my screen like this for some reason. I don't know, I just haven't been staring at my Magic Online screen on this computer for a couple of days now. I've been used to using my laptop, so I don't know why, but this is really weird for me looking at this. But 3-bit Inspector into Alchemist Vial while holding up mana to be able to sack your clue and everything seems pretty good. So we're going to rock this hand and keep going with it. We'll see what they do. Forest. Okay. So that leads me to say it's probably a couple things. It could be Elves, could be Stompy, could be Slivers, could be Boggles are usually the things you would expect to see off of a basic forest. So I think I'm going to go for the 3-bit Inspector still, but we're going to have to see what happens here. If they play like a Priest of Titania, that is going to just snap get killed. So we're just going to have to see what they do and how this plays out. I feel like I've seen the name DMAT before, but I don't know what they're playing, so I don't know. We'll just have to see what they're doing. That's another forest. I like their choice in forests. Burning Tree Emissary. So this is definitely Stompy. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little less familiar with the Stompy matchup, but having Galvanic Blast, Prismatic Strands, all of that definitely seems to help here. Also having Alchemist Vial, so we can actually stop their attacks as needed. So I'm kind of thinking the best play here is Galvanic Blast one of their creatures. It doesn't really matter which one here, but that way we can just get it out of the way, get rid of it. We can cycle Secluded Step next turn, but because here's the thing, next turn we're gonna have to play Boros Garrison unless we see an untapped land, which isn't necessarily probably gonna happen, and we're gonna need to stop some attacks by killing one of their creatures now. We also stop them from being able to vines next turn. So that's going to be our line here. It doesn't really matter which one we end up killing, but I'm just going to kill the Burning Tree because why not? Some lists of Stompy do run Mutagenic Growth, so that may have been a bit of a sketchy line in some cases, but most lists nowadays don't seem to run that. Turn Timber Grove. That's not a card I ever would have expected to see here. It just gives it +1/+1 till end of turn. It's definitely an interesting play. And Rancor, sure. And another Rancor. That's really interesting. Okay. I'm really curious, too, as to why they didn't, like, attach it to maybe both of them. But, I don't know. We'll just kind of have to see how this goes. Because we're not going to be able to Strands next turn, and that might come back to hurt us. But we'll see what happens. Oh! Never mind. I can definitely do it next turn. So, we're going to do Radiant Fountain here. I think we can just attack in with 3-bit Inspector, hold up Prismatic Strands. And the next turn we use Boros Garrison to pick up the Radiant Fountain so that we can gain some extra life out of it. The only thing I really kind of wish is that I had a second white source, because then I could play Skyfisher into Thraben Inspector again. I guess my other potential option is... maybe I should have held off. No, this is fine, actually. We'll just Strands that. It's not a lethal hit, but it'll keep us going here. Yeah, a Journey would feel pretty awesome. For sure. So actually, I think the line here is going to be Core Skyfisher into maybe Prophetic Prism. Let's see, I really want to get that Boros Garrison down. Yeah, I think it's just, like, that's probably just the smart play. But, I don't know. Yeah, let's just attack. And the only reason I want to even do it like that is because I want to be able to make sure I can get, like, that way I'm keeping my colored mana. The only kind of problem that I have doing this is, it makes my land count a little bit slow, a little bit lower here. So that's slightly problematic. But I think we're going to do fine here. We just have to keep it going. Hopefully we can draw some good removal spells off of a couple of these artifacts here. There you go. There's the Journey. So ideally here, I would like to see probably a Bolt. I'll definitely take that Nest Invader hit, without question. Pit Skulk is decent. Nettle Sentinel, sure. Alright, so Journey to Nowhere is definitely... Journey to Nowhere is definitely hitting something. And we're going to make this work. Check it out. Okay, cool. So what that also tells me is that they don't have anything. If they had something, we would have seen it here. I went ahead and played Great Furnace, so I can't go ahead and play this Boros Garrison, but I can go in for 2 more damage with this Core Skyfisher, so that's what I'm going to do. So obviously they can go Rancor on Nettle Sentinel, but really it's not going to be doing too much here. So obviously we know they have 2 Rancors in hand, and we don't really know much else. Rancor. And see, they're not using Urza's Legacy. Not using the good Rancors. Moderately annoying. Like as a jerk. You getting some rough lag there? I'm sorry. So sorry to hear that, David. Well, like I said, either way, I'm definitely going to be putting the replay of this over onto YouTube later on, so it'll definitely be around. Oh, that's another Skyfisher. That's really good. Let's do this. Let's play Alchemist Vial first, and then see what we get. Okay, I just gotta check something here real quick. Ah, damn it. Alrighty. So let's just swing out here. Do this. So Skyfisher, I'm gonna pick up the Vial here. I'm not worried about them trying to get a lethal attack in because of Skyfisher with Prismatic Strands. Now what's really interesting to me is the fact that they decided to put the Rancors on the Nettle Sentinel as opposed to putting them on the Eldrazi spawn, which doesn't get hit by Prismatic Strands. It's kind of a weird line. So they're going to attack, and I'm totally going to block that with Prismatic Strands backup, and they are going to feel really bad. I guess the only real thing about this is they, yeah, see, they're, oh, I see what they're doing. Yep, Hunger the Howl Pack. Solid deal. So it may actually come down to it that I need to use like a core Skyfisher at some point and pick up Journey to Nowhere, probably with the Pit Skulk. If it's possible. So, let's see here. Let's play Alchemist Vial. Glinthawk. Play Glinthawk, pick up Prophetic Prism, I think. Play Prism. And so we'll play Crag, gain 2 life, and then prevent the Nettle Sentinel from attacking. We'll still get in for 2 here, and or for 4 here rather, and be pretty decent. Man, I just wish I had some better things to do. Okay, so at their upkeep, I'm going to pop off Alchemist Vial. It's my best bet against any Vines of Vastwood action, prevent them from drawing. If they go in with River Boa, I'll probably just take the 2. Sure. Actually, no. I'm going to block with Thraben Inspector, just on the off chance that they have double whatever, because that will kill me no matter what happens here. Yeah. So we'll just have to see what I can get next turn. We got an epic confrontation? Because that would feel really awful here. Oh, just a ledge walker. That's fine. Never didn't have it. Feels really good right about now. Let's go ahead and pick up that prism one more time. No bolt is fine. We'll go up and just pass it off. We're going to get in there with Rancor, and we're going to... Rancor. Prismatic Strands, and we're going to kick some ass. Kick ass, take names. Have fun with it. Yeah, I drew more creatures, but hey, we got there all the same. I don't even need to swing. I feel like they're about to get like really salty on me. Alright. So, what are we doing with Stompy? We're definitely bringing in 2 Standard Bearers, 2 Lone Missionaries to stop any of their attacks, and Prismatic Strands. And these are other ones, as I mentioned in my recent article, are really that necessary. I can maybe see some, like, if they decide to maybe do Viridian Longbow, maybe Sanctifiers, but that's a bit unlikely. Shaman isn't going to do anything. Neither is really any of these. Relic, if I really want to get, you know, fancy with some card draw, but I don't think it's really necessary. We're going to take out an Electrickery. I'm going to consult my thing, just so I have it. It just makes things easier for myself. Whoa, that looks awful. Holy crud. Okay. And alright, so yeah. So what I did then is we're going down Sen's Enlistment and the 3 Palace Sentinels. The reason we're doing that is because they're just going to get in for damage anyway, so they're probably going to be able to take the Monarch away from us pretty easily. And Sen's Enlistment is kind of slow. And the soldiers, it turns out, just get steamrolled by the Rancor. They get wrecked by Pit Skulk because they can't block it. And same with Silhana Ledgewalker. They cannot block that. Electrickery is kind of okay as an out towards dealing with Silhana Ledgewalker, but it's not one that I would really want to rely on. So I think it's just better just to kind of go in as we are right now. This hand is okay. It's not the fastest. Like, because we're going to be going Great Furnace, hope that they play something turn 1, bolt it, and then go Boros Garrison. So I'm going to keep it, but it's a little bit more sketchy. Alabasso, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Elf Ball. We're not on elves right now. Oh, Vault Scourge. Let's get rid of that and make them feel bad about themselves. Shot down. Okay. Karen Ranger. With that fancy, snazzy promo art. Really kind of like that art, honestly. Cycle that. Let's see what we can draw. A Windscarred Crag. I'm gonna go for the Garrison. Thanks, Aura Power. It's nice to see you again, too. Like, I'm hoping I can start doing this a little more. Like, I've just been very tired lately. Work's been kind of kicking my butt in its own way. But I have a lot of fun. I love my job. So let's see what they're going to do here. Vault Scourge. I think... Damn. Journey to Nowhere. If they have a response, then I'll just deal with it. No response. Okay, that's interesting. So I'm just going to hold up Galvanic Blast for now, and we'll just see what happens. Is this a hard matchup for Boros or like a 50-50? I think it kind of depends on the draws. If Boros draws really slow and can't like control their board, it's definitely more difficult for Boros. However, if Boros really gets going, Stompy has a bit harder of a time dealing with it. So, I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm not too worried about Gleeful Sabotage, to be honest. Maybe I should have dealt with that sooner. This is fine. This is fine. Prism. Getting... Garrison. Okay. So I don't feel so bad about going Skyfisher into Prism. I definitely don't want that Vault Scourge coming back, because they probably have a Hunger of the Howl Pack in their hands, if I had to guess. Maybe. Rancor, huh? Oh, I really need to find an answer to that Nest Invader. The fact that they're coming in tells me they have a pump spell somewhere in there. So I'm going to hold this for now. Next turn, I'm going to land down Thraben Inspector and Prophetic Prism. Hold up Galvanic Blast. So that way I can block, kill Nest Invader. So we're going to go Prism here. That Bolt was a really good draw. Actually, I think I'm going to hold off, because I think I can get them. So we're just going to go we're just going to go for the Windscarred Crag, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to block the Nest Invader. They're probably going to try and pump it. I'll kill it in response. Then they'll go for they'll probably try and put Rancor on something else, and I'll bolt that instead, or as well. bolt. Alright, so they just let that happen. Cool, so like I said, they're probably going to go Rancor on another thing. I probably telegraphed another bolt just now. We'll see if I can get it. Because if I can get it, I got it! That Rancor is not coming back. Awesome. What's more impressive there is that they didn't have any Hunger of the Howl Pack or anything, so I'm really curious as to what they have left in their hand at this point. It's an Ancient Den. Let's play a Thraben Inspector, play Boros Garrison, bouncing Radiant Fountain, and probably just going to pass the turn from there. And we could sacrifice the clue. Yeah. I guess alternatively, I could have put down the other Thraben Inspector and just cycled the Secluded Step. Would have been an acceptable line. But this works too. Yeah, now I really need to. Yeah, now I really need to cycle. I'm definitely gonna attack. If they, I mean, it's like one of those. If they have it, they have it. We'll sacrifice that, and then we'll cycle the land, most likely. Another Inspector. Okay. Bolts. Yeah, I'll just play the Inspector. So we'll have to see what happens, but I might in fact be getting some MTG Arena Beta keys to give out to some of you guys. We're just gonna have to see what happens. Elephant Guide, let's not and say we did. Hey, I like Battle Screech. So I can't kill him this turn, so I'm just going to go for the Battle Screech line. And I mean, there's always a chance, I guess, but I just don't really see them coming back from this at all. Like, I could play the Glint Hawk, but it's not going to do anything here, really. Yeah, I'll play it. Pick up a Prism. So this way, even if they play like a string of ground creatures, we pretty much just have them beat in the air. So I think we've probably just got this locked up. Yep, they just skipped it. Okay, cool. So, we are 1-0 so far. And yeah, so I would definitely consider if it... I'd say with Stompy, it definitely depends more on your opening draw as the Boros player. And it also kind of depends on their draw, too. Like, obviously there, they weren't really keeping too much by way of Vines of Vastwood. So, because they weren't really holding up something along those lines, we were able to just kind of bolt away their stuff. Alright. Oh no. Oh no. We'll see how this goes. They've kind of been historically on... Looks like Tron. Might be Affinity. Oh, that's Tron. Okay. We're going to have... I mean, we want to be quick, but we can also be a little bit slower because they're Tron. This hand is okay in that regard, because we can go for the Battle Screech. Yeah, they're on Tron. Okay. This is just such a lopsided matchup, and we just drew one of our horrifically dead cards for this match. So, not particularly thrilled about this, but we'll just see how it goes. Having a bunch of removal in hand, plus the ability to go in for the Battle Screech, feels a little bit better. How's the league going? We're 1-0 so far. Just beat some Stompy and got Tron. I don't know how this is going to go. Probably not very well. We'll see. Let's see. I want to turn off Flux for the moment. That's why this feels weird that I'm looking at this, because I had Flux on. So we're just going to get in there again for some more damage. Probably sack this clue at their end step. Maybe even toss a bolt at their face to get extra damage through. And they didn't hit Natural Tron, so that's kind of a good thing. Still have not hit a Natural Tron. That's awesome. That said, they do have enough for to counter this Battle Screech, which is obnoxious. So, let's Radiant Fountain. That was a slight misplay. I probably should have played the Ancient Den to be able to cast the Battle Screech, but I guess we'll just go with this. It's one of those punts you make and you realize it almost instantly. That you just like, whoops, I fucked up. So... I'm definitely feeling like there's a Prohibit in my future. Or even a Condescend. Condescend it is. So we'll see how this goes. And there's Crop Rotation. So they have Tron online. How are we going to beat this? Mole Drifter is fine. bolt their face again. I don't like these lines, but it's like one of those, I don't really have much of a choice, I guess. So let's go for the Journey to Nowhere here. Yeah, I don't like that deck. It's absolutely obnoxious. So there's a good and a bad thing to this Journey to Nowhere. It gives me a bit of an opening to start hitting them a bit more. But at the same time, that can get capsized, and then they've got a Mole Drifter and just gain 2 cards out of it. So this could kind of hurt me a little bit, but we'll just have to see how this goes. Another Condescend. Last time they put 2 on the bottom. Let's see what they do here. 1 on bottom and 1 on top. So what do they got? That's Dinrova Horror, and I'm about to get hit by exactly what I was worried about. Yeah. I'm going to ditch that Electrickery so fast. They're going to draw 2 cards, and I'm going to hate my life. Yeah, I'm not feeling too good about this. So I'm just going to hit that Mole Drifter. Journey to Dinrova. They've got the counter, don't they? They do. No? Oh, they have Flicker. No? What are they doing? Crusher? Man, Crusher with Strands is not particularly good. Cluestone? Cluestone? I mean, whatever floats your boat, but Cluestone? So, what? Start going Condescend. Yeah, I'm probably just going to lose this. I mean, I'm up against Tron, and this is just rough. Alright, guys, so. Anybody interested in MTG Arena? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, I'm going to sacrifice that Radiant Fountain, and I'll sack a Plains. I'm gonna go ahead and right. I'm going to lose this. I'm just going to sacrifice. Concede this game. Snap, concede. Ice. Ice. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Elf Ball. So Skyfishers. Strands. Pyroblasts. We're going to cut, what did I have as my cuts? Electrickery. I think Vile was one of them. Man, I gotta look at this list. Need that Relic in here, too. 1 Sentinels. Actually want it to be down the Strands, I think. I think it just depends on their brand of Tron, but we're just going to have a bad time with this no matter really what happens, honestly. So let's go with that. that's a really medium hand. Doesn't really do a lot initially. I think I can run with it, but it's probably going to be a bad time no matter what happens. So I'm going to go ahead. Hang on. I'm going to just play this little Windscarred Crag, pass the turn. And I'm going to drop you guys a key. And you guys can have at it. First come, first serve. All yours. Let's just play the Plains, pass the turn. And then I'll probably just pick up the Plains with the Garrison next turn. And so they have Expedition next turn. Okay. Nothing I can really do here. I'm probably just going to have a bad time. And they go get their last Tron piece. Yep. There's the tower. Lavina, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Elfbomb. Oh boy. Okay. So, if I had to guess, they probably have counter magic. So I think going for the Palace Sentinels is probably the right move here. I want to Sanctifiers, but I think they're just going to stop it, so... And if the Sentinel still comes down, then I'm actually still in a positive state. Yeah, because they're not going to be able to take the Monarch from me, at least for a minimum a few turns. So I'm going to be able to get more value out of it while they're just kind of going to be trying to build things up a little bit. Glad to see a Pauper stream. Been interested for a while. Hell yeah. No, Pauper's a fantastic format. I absolutely love it. And will always recommend it. Okay, so what am I doing here? I'm going to journey to nowhere the Crusher and just go in for some damage, I guess. It's unfortunate I don't have any artifacts, so I can't play Glinthawk this turn. The Thraben Inspector would do it, but it's not going to here. So I guess I'll just discard the Palace Sentinels and just go with it. That's a map. Map is good. I think I'll just bolt their face while I can and try and use my mana, because like I need to be hitting them. I need to be getting in there for some damage and need to be trying to crush them really like as fast as I can. That's an Ancient Den, and that helps get our Blast online. So actually, you know, let's attack first. Alright, I don't think I'm going to actually play the Glinthawk this turn. I think what I'm actually going to do is go for... Maybe I will. Let's think about this. Because I can get or I can go Glinthawk now. Or I can go Thraben Inspector. It's one less damage. But we also get Battle Screech still, so we're still doing a lot. I think that's what I'm going to do. If they have an answer to Battle Screech, that's fine, because then we can just Battle Screech again next turn with the Glint Hawk, Sanctifiers, what have you. Other possibility is that they may have like Mystical Teachings, try and get an Electrickery in. But even still, if they do that, it's kind of okay, because we still have Palace Sentinels and Thraben Inspector, which kind of doesn't really feel any impact whatsoever from the Electrickery. And then in that case, all we've lost is really some value that we might have gotten from Glint Hawk, Sanctifiers, like a Bolt. But I think this is going to be the better line, kind of like in the long run, short term here. So if nothing else, Palace Sentinels has generated us like 3 cards worth of stuff. So we're definitely getting some strong value here out of this. That's really interesting that they went for the Ghostly Flicker line there. I'm curious to see what they do. There's the Mystical Teachings. Yep. And getting Negate. Really, Negate. That's interesting. So they're getting... No Pulse of Marasa? Because that smells like Pulse of Marasa to me. Mnemonic Wall for Ghostly Flicker, sure. So what else do we got here? Flicker. I guess this is an interesting Flicker line, but sure. It definitely feels like they're digging for some answers. I find it really interesting that they went for the island there. Okay. So... if I swing like this, deals them 6 damage. I'm sorry, 5 damage. Let's go for a Glint Hawk. Let's see what they do. Let's have it. Okay. If I do that, then it's not going to do very much. I think I'm just going to pass it, sacrifice the clue if I'm really feeling like it. And they're going to get a little bit of extra value off of their Ghostly Flicker, which is fine by me. Maybe I could have killed that in response, but oh well. Minor misses. Could kill it right there too, but again, I'd be putting myself out. It also opens up to Pulse of Marasa, which I don't want to deal with. More Flicker tells me, like, Flicker at 3 mana, draw a card basically, tells me that they're really struggling to find a proper answer here. Crop Rotation for another... okay, that makes sense. Sure. Rejuvenator. Okay. Like, frankly, Rejuvenator doesn't really concern me very much. I'll bolt them now here. See what they do. Nothing? Okay. So the question is, do they have it? And there's the Moment's Piece. Cool, cool. Okay, so let's play Thraben Inspector. Blast them. And see if we can get anything good off of that token. Nope. Well, I am definitely going to journey to nowhere that mnemonic wall. If they have an answer to it, then they have an answer to it. Smells like Dinrova horror. Sure does. Okay. Let's go ahead and ditch Sen's Enlistment here. I hear it's pretty good when it's in the graveyard. And the other thing is, too, we don't really need it here at this point. Yep. Curious to see what happens here. Let's cycle that. Play Prism. So here's the problem with this right now is they do have Flicker online. So, like, this journey isn't particularly good here. Hawk is solid, though. Play that again. And so, based on what they were doing there, I kind of feel like they were thinking about negating. And it wouldn't surprise me if they try... No, wow. They didn't even try to get any flicker value out of that turn. That was kind of interesting to me. Okay, so they're hitting the other Journey to Nowhere here, which is fine. I'll ditch one of them. Because, again, at this point in the game, they're not really going to do that much. There's a blast. So we're going to go in like that. Then I'm going to play Skyfisher, try and grab Prism. Or battery low. Flashback teachings. What are you getting with teachings? Tangle. Do we bait with Journey? That's actually a really good idea. So I'm probably going to do that. Alright. Let's go for Journey. Cool. Skyfisher. Alright. Pick up Prism. Play Prism. Go for the Fountain. Pass it to them. If we draw another bolt here, nah, we didn't. Okay. But this definitely helps give us a little bit more play, so we'll just have to see what they do. Infant number 1, thanks for the host. Welcome everybody from Infant Stream. How's it going? And Dinrova is bouncing Skyfisher? I mean, I see what they're trying to do there. I don't know that I agree with it. So I'll ditch the land. Another Skyfisher, huh? Quite okay with this. Hell yeah! I'm only going to be doing this for a little bit. I'm just going to do this run. So I might give you a host and give you a raid. So we'll see what happens. Best of luck in your stream. Best of luck in your leagues. Hope you kick some ass. Alright. Let's go ahead and pick up this Prism. Play this Prism. Send the message. Interesting. Emo with the sub. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. Pauper fan for life? Hell yeah. Absolutely. 100,000% agree. Okay. Hitting Skyfisher is fine. Lose the planes. Well, I'm not going to get in there, so I'll just go for the Thrave Inspector. If they decide to counter, whatever. So we're going to hit the Journey here, almost certainly. Right. No, they're hitting the other Skyfisher. So I'm going to ditch Boros Garrison here. I'm not really going to see myself using the Garrison to any real effect. find it... Okay, so now they're hitting the journey, but that's fine. I really could probably just discard Sanctifiers at some point here, because I'm not going to be hitting that Prism. And honestly, at this point, it's kind of pointless for me to even try. Hey, Penrosary. How's it going? Oh, so they took back Monarch. That's fine. It's fine. We've got this. Yup. So they got 1, 2, 3 sources that they can still stop us with. It's changed a little bit over the last couple of years, but it's still a great deck to play. I love it. I strongly recommend it. Let's journey their Crusher. They're going to actually stop it this time. Yep, okay. Yep. It's as dirtily as they come. Okay, so we got our second blast. So, if they make a move here, then we can kill them. They went for it. That's what you get for being greedy. So, I think this is just fine. I'm just going to run it back. I don't really see anything. Like, the Sanctifiers was a little rough there. I guess I'll keep this hand. Yeah, Palace Sentinels is definitely legal now. It's been legal for a while. Card is amazing. So, play step. Next turn, I'm going to go with Raven Inspector into Boros Garrison, most likely. Prism. Interesting. Right? No, the deck is super, super sweet with Palace Sentinels. Wow, they whiffed on Rejuvenator. That's really interesting. Okay. So... I think I play Step again. No, let's... attack with Inspector, and then Skyfisher pull back Inspector. Right, bouncing Cycle Lands is definitely a great feeling. Okay. Ooh. Playing that Relic is going to feel great. So, let's see here. I think I should play the Relic. No. I should play Raven Inspector, Skyfisher, pull back Raven Inspector again, And Garrison again for step. Yeah, it's definitely easy to miss out a little bit. Okay, so they got Rejuvenator. They're going to hit something again. They're going to hit a land at this point, I would imagine. They hit their Tron piece, so we're fine. Yeah, Tron with Flicker is definitely the go-to way for Tron these days. Okay. So we're definitely going to go swinging with the Skyfishies. I wonder... They've got counter magic up. I'm going to go for Thrave Inspector first, and we'll see what happens. That resolved. Play Relic. Keep those fingers crossed. Oh, that's getting prohibited so quickly. Okay. Doesn't really matter what I do here. Let's just sacrifice a clue. And draw a card with another one. Or, draw a card. We'll play Glint Hawk anyway. Mnemonic Wall for Flicker. Curious to see what they do with that Flicker. Well, I can't Sanctifiers them. So just gotta go with it. Go, go, go. Gonna flicker it. I'm gonna frickin' bolt it. Right out of the sky. No shenanigans for you. Skyfisher, pull back, Thrave Inspector, pass the turn. This really kind of hurts not having like an actual prism or anything. Kind of back up the play a little bit. Yeah, Drake was just gross. And obviously it led to other decks. Fun is a relative term here, Raptor. A very relative term. Moment's Peace. It's a little bit too late, but we're gonna do this. Hit that. Windscarred Crag, or gain some life. So they can't just go Prism, bounce Prism, but they wouldn't be doing that anyway at this point. Yeah. Oh yeah, no. Not a fan of why they banned Twin. Do I kind of think it needed the ban? Yes. Do I like why they banned it? No. So let's just swing with the flyer duties. Flashback moments piece. Yeah, get to Prism. I don't want to Palace Sentinels right now when I know they're going to be able to just take it right back. So let's just do this. I say that Moments piece is only slightly frustrating. Ooh, I like Pyroblast here. I like Pyroblast a lot, actually. Okay, so I didn't get a land. I missed a land drop. Have I played Turbo Fog? Once. I played Turbo Fog one time. They're going to draw 2 cards. So they have 3 blue sources. If they don't Moments piece again... Oh, okay. Flicker. Interesting. I'm curious as to why they're flickering Seagate Oracle instead of Mole Drifter. But sure. There's it's Jace's Erasure. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about Mind Sculpt. Oh, Double Pyroblast is really decent here, actually. Slightly annoying. So if they go Ghostly Flicker, I'm gonna like super counter that. Usually, Tron decks only have 2 flickers, so this should go well for me here, but we'll have to see. Mnemonic Wall. They have it, they have it. But boy, am I making them have it. Because, yeah, they only have the 2 Ghostly Flickers, so... Pulse of Marasa? Interesting. So they're, like, really open. Not that I'm really going to end up being able to hit them, take them out, but they are very open right now. They can have their Monarch trigger here. I don't really mind that so much. Definitely hurting on my time, though. Ghostly Flicker with Tangle. Ghostly Flicker negate. For some more sweet, sweet Tangle action. Yep. Let's see what we can do. Flicker for Tangle. Oh, they just had another. Oh, no, they got it back. Okay. Sure thing. Seems decent enough to me. So, if I kill Mnemonic Wall, they just flicker, get back, Pulse of Marasa. Yeah, that's not going to do anything. Okay. So they have Dinrova Horror here. And they're just going to start flickering away my shit. Yep, that happens. I guess I could have killed the Mnemonic Wall there and stopped the combo. Yeah, that's probably what I should have done. Actually, no. Yeah, that's what I should have done, actually. If they want to stop it, they can. And they're going to flicker. They're going to flicker at least one of them. Yeah. Make some more tokens. Pass the turn. Jukabog seems alright. So this is really going to come down to the wire here. They're grabbing Tangle. just do that. I feel like we have the edge here. Let's come down to the wire a little bit. Okay, cycle. Take a crag. Assuming I can play this really well, I should win just on the time factor alone. But we'll have to see what happens. I'm gonna hit that. Also notable, the Monarch trigger is not a May. So we're definitely on a clock here. Not just their time clock, but like a clock as far as like cards left in their deck. So I've got to sacrifice two things. I'm going to sacrifice two small creatures there. Block with Thraben Inspector. Yeah, no, this is a crazy game. I like these kind of games, to be honest. But it is definitely coming right down to the wire, let me tell you. And it's very clear that they're just trying to do this like as quickly as humanly possible. What are they doing tapping that much mana? Most likely, yeah. Oh, you'd be surprised. But you're right, I think we just have this game probably locked up here. So I'm going to lose 2 lands and just call it a day. Yeah, so they're not even going to bother watching for the Monarch trigger at this point. I'm going to lose 1 and 1. Hey, Steve, how's it going? We're doing pretty decent. No, I'm good, actually. Oh, shit. I just lost my timer. Shit. I didn't realize how low I had managed to get there. Holy crap. Oh, well. Damn, we got close, though. Alright. So, let's go again. See how this one goes. They are 1 and 3 though, so I've got a good feeling about this. I like this. Let's go for the Plains Thraben Inspector. Then we can go Prism unless they have something like, let's say they happen to look like they're on Elves or something. We have an answer. Yeah, no, it's going pretty decent. We'll see how things continue to go. It's good having you, though. I haven't seen you in a while, Steve. How are you doing? Forest off of Evolving Wilds. That's interesting. I don't know what to make of this. What gets a forest off of Evolving Wilds? Slivers doesn't. Oh, it's Cascade Aggro. Sure. Got me. Starting a business, huh? How's that going? Okay. Blast that while we're able to. Play Fountain. Maybe I should have Garrison so I could have Battle Screech for next turn. But I feel okay doing this. Oh, they just skipped? Interesting. Voice acting studio, huh? Oh, I know that feeling. Okay, so this is Cascade Aggro. I have no clue how to sideboard. I'm going to guess Circle Protection is probably a really strong play here. Electrickery less so. Probably Prismatic Strands. I can see Sen's Enlistment being okay. I think I'm going to cut 1 Palace Sentinels. They do run mana artifacts, though, so I'm going to bring in that cut of Vial, I think. I don't know what to expect out of this. I guess I could have probably run the Missionaries, too. Oh, they just skipped the match? Interesting. Okay, so I guess we're just 2-1. That was the most anticlimactic 2-1 imaginable. But okay. Yeah, Steve, I totally feel you on that. I changed my job recently, as I'm sure you know by now, and I'm loving it. I'm loving every moment. Aoki, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Elfball. How's it going? My Una. Okay, so I know I've seen that name before. I don't remember what they're on. This hand is very slow, but I'm going to keep it. We'll have to see what happens. Oh, great. Not more Tron. That's just what I need. Yeah, this is happening. Interesting. So they don't have any lands, so I can reliably cast this Prism. Oh, that's obnoxious, because now I'm going to have to lose something. Honestly, I feel like I should lose the Bolt. No, I should lose an Inspector. And then next turn, I'm probably going to try landing Sentinels. No, it's not going to be good here. Because they haven't really shown that they're doing very much. So I'm going to go for the Glint Hawk into Prophetic Prism. If they have an answer to it, they have an answer for it. They don't. That's cool. So I'm just going to go for the Inspector here. If they want to counter it, they can counter it. They only have 4 cards in their hand, though, so I don't really see much happening here. They are going to go for the Expedition map for that. Button? What button? Button? Who's got the button? Ooh, button! Thanks so much, Steve. Thanks for the sub. You know me, I appreciate it. Okay, so they... Interesting. Okay, so what am I doing here? Bolt Drifter. I probably should have attacked with the Inspector too, actually. That's fine. We probably just missed a point of damage, but not a big deal. Return Inspector, play Inspector, pass it. Well, I appreciate it, Steve. You know that. And obviously, I love having you here. So are they going for Pulse? No. What are they doing with that much blue? Interesting. Alright, guys. Do we got some new people in here? Hey, Steve. Have you tried MTG Arena? Because I know you used to play Magic quite a bit. Have you tried Arena, though? It's a nice little free thing that they have out there now. But you got to get into it. So, I'm about to get hit with a Rolling Thunder, and it's going to be alright. What is up with Arena, you ask? Well, it's currently in beta. And you can only get into that beta with certain codes. And it just so happens that I have some codes. I've already dropped one in here. I don't know if it's been used or claimed. I'm going to end up posting all of these to Twitter after the fact. Okay, so they're getting Rolling Thunder again. Not a big deal. There's a code. Have at it. If you need the link to get into or to join it, well then you go to mtgarena.com. Right here. And you can use that code as much as you want. So we're in for a really bad time here. Because they just have Rolling Thunder forever. Unless we answer it. Which I am totally going to. So I'm going to go Skyfisher. Pick up Prism. We're going to go Blast. Journey. And I want to see them deal with this. Mole Drifter, you got me. Pulsar Marasa for Mnemonic Wall. Mnemonic Wall gets back Rolling Thunder. Gets back Pulsar Marasa again. Interesting. I mean, it's free. It's literally a free game. It's Magic's answer to Hearthstone. So it's like, you might as well. Okay, so let's play Prism down. That's awful. So this is going to kind of be a little bit annoying. Because we're going to take back the Monarch. But we're going to be feeling the wrath of some other stuff in about a second. So let's sack a clue and try and get some value. Just like that. That kind of value in particular is pretty rock solid. And I will take that every day of the week. Another Mnemonic Wall. They have 3 Mnemonic Walls. That's incredibly frustrating. I'm just gonna scoop it, I think, at this point. Like, I'm just gonna have a really bad time here, otherwise. I don't see myself positively coming back from that in any way, shape, or form. Sanctifiers was kind of dead the last time we tried using it, really, so... cut the Electrickery. We'll go down 1 strands. Because they're definitely on Rolling Thunder, like 100,000%. Cut Vial for 1. I think I can go down Sentinelist and go down to Palace Sentinels. Normally, I feel like I would cut the strands, but the fact that we saw Rolling Thunder Game 1 makes me really want to kind of keep it in here. This is not the greatest hand. It's slow, but we'll try it anyway. We can go land, play Prism, and then we can play Glint Hawk, pick up Prism, or we could even pick up Great Furnace if needed. Play, pass. Oh, Ancient Den, that works. Cool. Hitting these land drops, I like it. Thread Inspector for that extra value. Please try and do stuff. Yeah. Battle Screech. Caca! Caca, caca, caca! And they're digging. Oh, they got a Moment's Peace. And they got Tron. That's not a good prize. Yeah, you can hit me for 1. That's fine. See, I'll just go ahead and just gain it right back. Thank you, lovely opponent, for your generous offering. I'm playing Spectre here. Yes, we could probably get a little bit more value out of the Glinthawk play, but they don't know that we have that. That Ulamog's Crusher is a problem, but not like the be-all, end-all worst problem. Pyroblast really helps here. Whoop. Sure thing. Got him. I fucked up a little bit there. Yeah. I feel like it's not what I should be pyroblasting anyway, but we'll see what happens. So if they come at me, I probably sacrifice the Clue and the Radiant Fountain. Yeah. Going deep on the alchemies. It's interesting. And I will stone cold take that. Damn. Don't worry, I'll be back with elves. I can't play any one deck, like, constantly. That's not really good for any player, to be honest. Oh, that's a Battle Screech. Oh, that's a Battle Screech. Prism. Oh. Yeah, I want the relic. Gain back alchemy value. Sure. So I definitely don't want to relic just yet. Like, I want to hold it until it like looks like that they're going for like extreme value. So right here, it doesn't look like they're doing anything. The fact that they're going impulse says a lot, to be honest. They have not played a land. That is really interesting. I wonder what they're doing. I'll lose my 2 birdies. Let that come through. Okay, so they do have mana for the Moment's Peace. probably want to go Glint Hawk. We'll bounce Prism. That's fine. Then we want to do this, Battle Screech, and go for those. Yeah, I don't really mind that too much. So at this point, I think I'm just good losing my lands. We'll have to see what they've got. Where did I get added here? Okay, Prism's fine. Sure. Yeah. Fine and dandy. So this kind of sort of tells me that they have the other moments piece. So I just gotta take the shot. Oh, they didn't have it. Cool. So I'm just gonna run it back. Not much I can do. Basically just kind of hope and pray a little bit, to be honest. This hand is really good. So I'm super keeping this. Curve here is great. You go Inspector into Prism. Probably hope to draw a third land. Hey, we got there. That means they don't have Tron. I don't know. I haven't really tried with either one, so we'll have to see. Yeah, I can see last. So they got Thornwood Falls off of that. Okay. Yeah, okay, I know what I should do here. So we're gonna go Thraben Inspector attack. Core Skyfisher, pick up Thraben Inspector and play it again. Now when we get some more clues, we can do more here. Forbidden Alchemy says they're kind of in a desperate situation here. And we still get the Battle Screech after all. So I'm just going to swing in with the Skyfisher so I can get the max Battle Screech value here. And let's do it. They got the Moment's Peace in the yard. So they definitely have it. It just depends on what they're going to do here. Mole Drifter is... Huh? Okay. Let's just bolt that and get it out of here. If they want to try and like get like Pulsar Marasa going or something, like we'll just deal with it. Not super concerned. Don't mind me, I'm just charging up my controller for PS3 a little bit. And they went for that after all. Rejuvenator, sure. They did not get Tron. Solema, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Elf Ball that is currently not running elves. How are you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. We'll just rock this. We can Pyroblast any blue spells. Awesome. I am gonna super counter that. No draws for you. Came to check the stream? Nice. Well, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Ooh, that's super good. So let's swing and see what we get going. Yeah. Let's play Sentinels, Relic, and we'll play the Forgotten Cave. I think we can afford to play it here. Impulse is fine. Doesn't affect the yard and all. Yeah, it looks like we've got this pretty locked up here, but we'll have to see what happens, honestly. They're not going in on any graveyard shenanigans just yet, so they got Tron, but is it going to be enough? That's the real question here. No, they just gave it to me. Cool. So we just beat our worst matchup, and that feels great. So that's the 3-1. We are definitely at least quite positive here. And whoa, what the hell did I just do? My backspace isn't working. Oh, that's why it's not working. There we go. Got that all fixed up. Nope. 3-1 indeed. We got one more match, and that's I'm gonna probably cut it there. But I'm gonna drop a third beta key for anybody who wants it. You just head over to mtgarena.com, and they'll hook you up. So Tabadonk is historically on burn. So we got to kind of take that into consideration. This is not going to be a hand that'll get there. Yes, we have 2 prismatic strands, but we have stone nothing else, and we're also on the play. I can't keep this. This isn't much better, but I'm going to run it. We'll put the bolt on top. That way we're at least bolting any of their creatures that they try and drop. They're not going to drop anything this turn. They're going to burn us, if anything. There we go. We got an arena key. Go to mtgarena.com. And you can bring it in. I'm hoping that soon I should be able to drop in like an actual arena stream, but I just don't have arena set up at all for streaming, so I don't really have it worked out yet. I need to do what I can with it at some point, but nothing yet. So this is going to be really easy post board. We're going to bring in missionaries. We're going to bring in sure. And as much as I want to play that Prism, I do have to hold it. So I'm going to bolt that Lava Runner. Let's see what they do here. Just going for the Rift Bolt is kind of interesting. Okay, so let's swing. I think going Skyfisher into a second Great Furnace here is probably the better line. So we'll just have to see what they do. I'm just going straight for our face. I commend them for it. Chain Lightning me. Yes, I will absolutely do that. So they're at 9. Can't kill them just yet. Yeah, it's not very often that I get to fling back a Chain Lightning at my opponent, but I definitely did it there, and it felt great. So, do they have Bolt, Bolt, Fire Blast? Because that would be the worst. Yep, they've got it. Alright, so sideboarding here, very easy. We're just going to snap take out the Electrickery. We're going to take out Sen's Enlistment. Bring in the other Prismatic Strands. Circle of Protection Red. We're going to go down to Palace Sentinels and an Alchemist Vial. Palace Sentinels can be good if we actually stay in the game long enough. But if we're on like the back pedal, it's not very good. So we just bring in the other Lone Missionaries and call it a day. I guess there's an argument sometimes for Standard Bearer in that it eats the burn spells, but I think we're just going to go with this. Radiant Fountain with Boros Garrison. You know what? I like this. I like this a lot, actually. So we pass it. Boros Garrison picks up Radiant Fountain, and we just go. Or I can go in for some value right now. I think it's better to go for the value at this particular moment. Because then, like, next turn I can go Glinthawk, pick up Vial, or something along those lines. Or hopefully even, like, Prophetic Prism. Like, Prophetic Prism would have been way better of a hit than the Vial, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, Salema, I hope you really enjoyed the stream, and I hope you get some rest. Have a great night. All I know is this is probably going to be a very quick match, regardless of what happens, so like I said, you know, if you guys have enjoyed the stream, make sure you follow. If you feel real generous, you can subscribe. If you got like a Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch Prime subscription once a month. So if you feel like using it on, like, say, this stream, that would be very much appreciated. Obviously, don't have to, but you know, it would be great. Every little bit definitely certainly helps. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna go for the Garrison play here. How's Boros versus Blue-Black? I haven't actually had the chance to play that matchup that much, but it's my understanding that it's kind of decent. I guess it just depends on how each side boards and goes and everything. If the blue-black player is on event card justice, it definitely causes some problems for the Boros player. Depending on how they run their counter suite and everything, it can depend on different... Like I said, it depends on different factors, ultimately. Not gonna swing. We're gonna go for the Battle Screech instead. No, they're gonna sack it. Cool. That's fine. We still get our 2 tokens, and we can just Thraben Inspector next turn for the remaining tokens. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Okay. I derped that. I got a little ahead of myself there. Should have played the Vial first, then played Flint Hawk, but this is also okay. Doot, doot, doot. So then I kind of lost, like, double value on that. In the sense that I could have brought back the Vial, played it again, and also have been able to sacrifice the Clue for an extra draw. So I definitely hurt myself there a little bit, but... Okay, so they just gave it to me. They kind of saw that I'm a little too ahead for them to deal with me. There's an argument to be made for Sanctifiers since they're on Curse, but I think this is just... We just go with this and run it. I don't like this. We have lands that gain us life, and that's cool and all, but there's not really much happening here other than that. I am going to keep it because we can, like, bolt any of their creatures. So we have a couple different lines we can do here. I'm just not particularly a huge fan of a number of these lines in particular. Yeah, needle drop, it's fine. Because, see, now we're stuck on a play kind of like this. If they try and drop Lava Runners, we can deal with the Lava Runners. Oh, that's a Prism. Play Prism all day long. Okay. So let's just go Crag here and pass it. Skyfisher, so we have a line there. They punted, huh? Skyfisher comes at, or the Riftbolt comes at me. That's okay. The best time to fire off a Chain Lightning would be right now. We don't have it. Interesting. My guess is they're sitting on a hand full of Smash to Smithereens, like we were just seeing there. So I'm going to pick up Radiant Fountain here and pitch Glint Hawk. Sure, but they didn't know that I had a Glint Hawk. No, you can have that. So now I'm going to play it. If they try and go for the response, then I'll just sack it in response. Now I've gotten a burn spell out of their hand, and nothing happens. Except I basically just, in a way, 2-for-1 myself, but we'll go with it. Okay, so we're going to pick up Fountain again. So I have 10 damage with the blasts. I might sacrifice that towards the Inspector. No? Guess not. Interesting. Okay. Do I go for it? I feel like I should. So they have number 3. Yep, okay. That's slightly obnoxious. More Seal of Fire? Yeah. Yeah, they're stuck on, like, stone cold nothing right now, which is great for us. Yeah, we're definitely looking like we're in a pretty good position right now. Still a little hard to say, but we'll see what happens. Another Inspector is really good here. And we'll do the same play that we did last time with the Glint Hawk. If they want to kill the Glint Hawk in response, they can. That's interesting. They could have enough to kill me. Yeah. I'm very okay with this. So I wonder if they're going to try and kill me here. If they do, then I'm just going to kill them in response. Can they kill me? Yeah, they can. If they have triple Fire Blast. Actually, even a double Fire Blast will do it. I just need this one last turn. Because I should just be able to kill them if I swing out. So I go 4, 5, 6, and then just bolt. Sure. Yeah. They have it, but they held off. So we got the 4-1. Hell yeah, guys. Alright, guys. If you guys want in on Arena, I got one more. Actually, I have 2 more. I'm going to drop them both in one at a time. And it's going to be first come, first serve, whoever wants to get at them. And if you want it, cool. If they are not obtained, then I will be posting them on my Twitter. So, I got 2 last arena keys there. If you want them, you're more than welcome to use them. Again, first come, first serve. And any extras are going to go onto my Twitter. Later on, I'm going to upload this over to YouTube later. So don't forget, guys, if you like the stream, if you enjoy what you see, enjoy the content, be sure to follow. You can subscribe if you're looking at this on YouTube. And on, we've been discussing when it loses, rip one. Yeah, right? So, and then there's, if you want to contribute and, it's just the stream, it's just me, my life. You can subscribe on Twitch. There's also a donation link via Streamlabs. And just every little bit helps, guys. Every little follow, every little subscription, YouTube, or even Twitch. So like I said, guys, thank you so much for the follows. Thanks so much for the love, the views, checking in. And obviously, thank you so much to Hipsters of the Coast for contributing these beta keys towards Wizards of the Coast. Awesome new product. And thanks again to Card Hoarder, as always, for making this possible for me. I wouldn't be able to really do these streams like this without them. So, thanks again, guys, for checking in. Thanks for having a great time here. This was awesome. And I'll definitely be back soon. Hopefully Sunday. Depends on how things go. If not Sunday, then probably sometime next week. I'm going to try and do this again. Thanks, guys. I'll check with you then. Thank you so much for the follow, Livrius. And you guys, all have a great night. Catch you around. Actually, I gotta do my... I always forget this. I gotta get a raid in. And let's see, who can I raid? Who can I raid? Who can I raid? Who can I raid? Emo. Emo. Let's do it. And don't forget when you pop in there, drop that hashtag Pauper. Sweet Pauper action. Alright guys, once again, thank you so much for checking in. And I'll send this off to them. And I'll see you there, guys. Have a great night.